Was Taylor Swift kind of a soothsayer in the Blake Lively case? I think so, and here's why. By the way, I'm not a Swiftie, but I think her behavior around summer 2024 and the fall is really telling. So first of all, Taylor Swift did not promote Blake's movie, It Ends With Us, that this whole situation is centered around, but she did come out and promote Deadpool and Wolverine that came out around the same time. So it's really telling that she was promoting Ryan Reynolds' popular movie, but not this other movie that was for her best friend, Blake Lively, at the time. And it was slated to be a pretty popular movie. So I'm sure under other circumstances, she would have wanted to be part of that. And then we know that the last time that Taylor and Blake were pictured together publicly was in October 2024, and Blake's accusations against Justin hit the press, I believe, in December 2024. So we have that whole gap time period where Taylor was probably anticipating what was going to happen, wanted to distance herself. And just to be clear, Taylor has associated with controversial people before. She dated Matty Healy, and there was massive backlash to that. I don't know if everyone's aware, but there was a lot of backlash online to her dating him, especially in light of certain comments he made towards Ice Spice and others. And she was recently pictured in Nashville with, I guess, these two men that are very pro-MAGA, and there was backlash around that. So Taylor Swift is not exactly afraid of being around controversial people in certain circumstances. So it's my opinion that she foresaw a really big problem with continuing to associate with Blake Lively, promoting the movie, being part of that whole situation. And I'm really curious about what was happening around this time, because I do think that Taylor Swift probably has a high threshold for wanting to distance herself from someone. She did not distance herself from Matty initially, for example, when the backlash started coming out around him. She made a statement that was kind of general to her fans at a concert, I believe. And I'm not a big Taylor Swift person at all. I just happened to be following that particular situation at the time, so I know some of this. She made this general kind of statement to her fans, was saying she wasn't going to change her mind, and then the backlash intensified, and then she finally stopped dating Matty. Anyway, she seems to have a higher bar for when she will not be part of someone's life, at least publicly, anymore. So I think this is really interesting to see her behavior in this situation. It just makes me wonder how deep everything goes. I think there's a lot more to be exposed here. I know that we've talked about certain things in my videos and in others' videos, about the problematic financial filings that Ryan Reynolds has, about some of his businesses, about these very strange anti-trafficking nonprofits that Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds were supporting. So I'm really wondering what the kicker was for Taylor here. What do you guys think?